report with the cause and manner of death is not complete. I'm grieving father right now, and I answer to what belongs to me.
Gainesville police officers say on December 27th, officers came to the area of Southwest Archer Road and I-75 after receiving reports of an injured person. Detectives say their initial investigation determined Davis did jump out of a moving vehicle while in traffic, saying he sustained significant injuries to his head. After a few days at the hospital, family members say they don't believe he would jump out of a car and say it doesn't make sense why his girlfriend, who was supposedly driving, would leave him on the side of the road. Family members of Tyrone Davis Jr. say the most frustrating part about his death is the unknown.
Tragic love story. Where did it go wrong? Tyrone Davis and Lulu, aka Kiara, were dating. They decided to take their date to a more romantic Christmas trip to a cabin. The cabin stay ended up turning into a motel stay, which in return ended up turning into a not so romantic trip with a dispute that turned into tragedy. No arrest made at this time. Tyrone Sr. speaks, and Tyrone Sr. is Tyrone Jr.'s dad. Tyrone Sr. speaks about his feelings about his son no longer here and where the investigation process is at this time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I'm the father of Tyrone Davis Jr. My name is Tyrone Davis Sr. I'm seeking justice for my son. I'm not coming on here to provoke no violence. I'm not coming on here to ask for no handouts. All I want is just answers to what happened to my son. The only reason I'm coming on here just to set the record straight because there's a lot of stuff that's being put out, which I don't have no problem with. But when it comes to playing with my name, my family's name, and I feel like this is something that had to be addressed. I was there on 12/29/25 when my son was pronounced dead. There's only two ways you can be pronounced dead in the state of Florida. That's if your heart stopped or if you failed the brain scan test. A brain scan test was performed. Me, my mother, and my sister was in the room at the time. They pronounced him dead, and I will let you hear that. And it was just me and my family when he passed. I'm finna let y'all hear from the medical examiners. I'm not finna keep releasing everything that I have, but I did the homework. We went to Gainesville. We did everything we had to do. They told us that they were going to keep him on the breathing machine until the rest of the family comes to visit. Mom wasn't there. No one was there. It was just me and my family when he passed. We did everything we had to do. That's the reason that the ball is rolling. I was notified of my son's death almost 24 hours later. Not by mom, not by girlfriend. Like I said, I'm not on here to provoke no violence, but I want the world to know that we're seeking justice for Dro. We're not grieving for rewards. I'm finna play this here so you can hear from your... So the autopsy is complete. The cause and manner is still pending at this time. Typically when it is pending, usually because we are awaiting additional information to give you an update anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks for it to be unpended after all the information has been received. Okay, so meaning that the report is done? No, the report is not done yet. The cause and manner of death is still pending. We are awaiting additional information at this time. Cause, what does that mean? Cause of manner of death? So, yes, what will be listed on the death certificate as the cause of death, that is pending. So that means we're awaiting additional information. We're carrying into the funeral home. But our report with the cause and manner of death is not complete because we are awaiting additional information. And can you verify the death date for me? You said 12/29/2025.
Yes, and that's what you have on your report for the death certificate, right? Correct. Okay, and question, is it pending because of the investigation that's going on? Just awaiting additional information. I do not have specifics, but that could be lab results, medical records, information, from law enforcement was involved. I don't get specifics, unfortunately, but typically all of that plays a role in us getting a determined cause and manner of death. Is there any way we can get this expedited due to the severity of the case, or is it like? Unfortunately, we are unable to expedite anything if especially if labs are involved. That is, we don't have an in-house lab, so that would be separate from us. And it is machines that conduct those labs, so we would be unable to expedite that, unfortunately. No, not expedite. You can take your time.
This is not about no click or no like. This is my son, a real human being. I'm a grieving father. I'm not a social media person. But when it comes to the business part, trust me, it's been done. It's been taken care of. I have been reaching out to them. The platform that we had for us, the candlelight visual, we did that. The songs, we did that. I'm not trying to make it a this or that situation. But I'm hoping that I can get some answers to what happened, to what belongs to me. I can't stop social media, from the clickbaits and putting whatever they put out, for views. Just laid out in under a bridge in the middle of the road with no answers. I wasn't contacted. Once again, everything that you see is going on. I respect the genocide. I have been reaching out to them. I'm not going to sit here and keep on repeating myself to prove to none in the world. All I'm asking for is answers to what belongs to me. And that's answers to what happened to Drew. Ain't no way my son go from I love you, baby, you my everything dealt with in my life. I'm not here to promote no violence. I did the homework. Everything that's going on with this case, I did the homework. I'm not here to bash nobody.
Tyrone Sr. just wants answers about his son's tragic ending. He loved his son, and he would have loved to have had more time with him. Large family gathering.
Family all together. We got a yard full of people outside with the DJs. But we shall go on and talk and say what we got to say for this live. I'm giving everybody a few minutes to hop on. Family all together. We got a yard full of people outside with the DJs. But we shall go on and talk and say what we got to say for this live. I'm giving everybody a few minutes to hop on.
She probably loved my nephew. I do know my nephew really loved her unconditionally. But let me tell y'all out here, whether she loved him, he loved her. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a real thin line.